Head coach J.D. Sullivan led the College Station boys basketball team to the first district title in program history this season. Of course, Sullivan has talented players and assistant coaches, which make his job a little easier. But what if I told you an 11-year-old is playing a significant role as well? As Mike Lucas reports, the youngest assistant on the Cougars coaching staff is starting to pick up a thing or two from his boss.
11-year-old Jace is really good at basketball. It's his favorite thing to do.
Good pass, Kane.
And it's also his part-time job. That's right, he's a coach, the longest tenured assistant coach in College Station High School basketball history.
Get in there, Steve! Hey! Attaboy, Steve!
Jace was only 4 years old when he asked Cougars coach J.D. Sullivan if he could help out. In other words, he asked his father to be part of the team.
Sometimes we pick him up at his school to go on road trips. He goes overnight with us. He doesn't miss a game.
Dad said sure, but his son had to look the part.
So he went and asked his mom if she would get him a coat and tie, and by the next game he had a suit and he was sitting on the bench.
Good job, kid.
Every year, Jace becomes more involved in practice and in games.
To bring out the dry erase boards in the timeout or the end of the quarter and check the time at halftime so they're not late to the court.
If it's a 30-second timeout, he gives me the small dry erase board as soon as we get to the bench. That gives me an opportunity to shake hands with all of the players coming off the court, and it's ready for me when I get there.
For the Sullivans, basketball is more than just a sport. It's part of who they are.
We spend the majority of our lives in the gym. And if we don't have our kids on the bus with us and on the bench with us and in the gym with us at practice and at games, then we've missed a large portion of our life with them.
One day, Jace wants to play for the Boston Celtics, but first, he'll have to play for his dad.
I love the idea of getting to coach him at some point, just because he's my son. But the better that he gets, the more enjoyable it's going to be.
For now, though, it's like father, like son for the Sullivans.
Attaboy, kid! Attaboy, kid!
As the Cougars continue to look for the first basketball state championship in school history.
Good job, Reagan!
Attaboy, Reagan.
The family ties in the coaching staff go well beyond just Jace and J.D. Coach's wife, Christy, runs the team's Twitter account, and their oldest son, Jackson, is the team's videographer. In College Station, Mike Lucas, CAG Sports.
All right, thanks, Mike, for that report. Now, the family ties don't stop with just the Sullivans and whoever Mike mentioned there as well. On the other end of the bench, you'll find assistant coach Jeff McMillan and his son, Logan. Quite the family affair going on at College Station.